Friends, it is now my pleasure to introduce to you Julianne Johnson.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Reeds drifting by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life for me. And I'm feeling good, yeah. So good, so good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Oh, blossom in the tree, you know how I feel. I feel, yay, 'cause it's a new dawn, a new day, a new life, and I'm feeling good, yeah. Well, stars when they shine, you know how I feel. Then there's that old scent of pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, you know how I feel. And this old world is a new world and a new life for me. Hey. And I'm feeling good. I know. In the sun, you know how I feel. Butterflies out having fun, you know how I feel. Sleep in peace when day is done, you know how I feel. And this whole world is a new world. It's a new life for me. So good. You know, oh, fish in the sea, you know what I mean. Blossom in the tree, you know what I mean. Oh, don't you know what I mean? And this old world is a new world. We want a new life for, yes, for me. For you and you this old world. We want a new world. We want a new life for me.
And that is how you start an evening. How about that? We'll bring the applause from right here. John and I will. Maybe you'll applause at home as well. How about it for Julianne Johnson kicking off what we call Creating Hope? My name is Drew Carney. I will be your host here tonight. Perlo Construction, by the way, the presenting sponsor of Creating Hope, so we thank them. And I'm joined tonight by fundraiser extraordinaire. I not only call her an auctioneer, she's also a friend. She's Jonna Wells, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so honored, Jonna, to be here tonight for this wonderful and important evening, all in support of Providence Cancer Institute.
Well, I'm so thrilled to be here as well and join all of you at home tonight. You know, as you know, Providence has been a leading force in cancer immunotherapy research and treatment for over 30 years. Led by Dr. Walter Erba, Providence and the Earl A. Childs Research Institute are known around the world for their ability to create more hope for those journeying through a cancer diagnosis, working with peers around the globe to develop new breakthroughs and bringing new treatments to patients in their care.
So today, immunotherapy is a major component of every cancer center in the U.S. Discoveries made at Providence have led to the formation of 2 biotech companies and many partnerships with leading medical, research, and industry institutions all across the world. Providence researchers have initiated numerous first-of-their-kind in-human trials, and their list of breakthroughs in the field of cancer research and treatment continues to grow.
Absolutely. And Drew, you already sound like an expert here at the top of the hour. I hear that you recently had the opportunity to tour the research labs at Providence.
I was going to say, I have a reason. Just 2 weeks ago, I think it was, the beginning of the month, I had a chance to take a tour of the Cancer Center with Dr. Erba. A couple of things stood out to me. One, the building itself is awesome, magnificent, beautiful. The view from the top floor where cancer patients are being treated is absolutely amazing, that view. But there's nothing more amazing than the work that's being done in the building itself by the scientists and the researchers. Their brilliance, their skill, their tenacity, all fantastic. So they're working every day to find cures for many different types of cancer. And tonight, you have an opportunity to help. Tonight, we're actually going to be hearing from some of the leaders in the field of cancer research and breakthrough treatments. But again, the work they do would not be possible without philanthropic support. So with your help, Providence researchers will continue to create hope for more patients with cancer, as well as their families.
We're all looking forward to hearing more about the cancer research and breakthrough treatments happening at Providence Cancer Institute. But before we journey down that inspiring path, I do want to mention the elephant in the room, or rather not in the room, if you will.
Good point.
We're coming to you live from the Portland Art Museum tonight, and we of course wish each and every one of you could be here with us. Our medical leaders at Providence made the tough decision just 2 weeks ago to shift Creating Hope to a virtual format to keep everyone as safe as possible as COVID cases and hospitalizations continue to rise.
It was actually the day I took a tour of the Cancer Center that they made the decision to turn this into a virtual event this year. So here we are, once again, like we have been in many cases over the past couple of years, safely distanced in a room of only essential participants and tech professionals. Everyone that is here is vaccinated. Our entire production team tonight is masked as well. But in spite of another COVID-required adjustment, we have a beautiful evening in store for you. It really is truly heartening to see all the support so far, all the friends, all the loved ones who are sticking with us and tuning in tonight to celebrate the work of Providence Cancer Institute.
Absolutely. Friends like Christy and Mike Richards from the Childs Foundation who are watching from home tonight. Also joining us from home, Providence champions Galen and Patty Looney from Perlo Construction, tonight's presenting sponsor. Thank you for being such outstanding champions of Providence Cancer Institute and for joining in tonight's celebration. To all of the longtime supporters joining us, our new friends of Creating Hope, so many friends are with us tonight. Welcome to you all. Thank you for being here.
And though we can't be together in person tonight, we would still love to hear from you. So you can chime in tonight, say hello to us in the chat window that you'll find there on your screens. Let us know that you're out there supporting Providence Cancer Institute. Also, don't forget, you'll want to take some time right now to make sure that you're actually registered to bid and to give tonight. So here's 2 ways to do it. One is to click on the Bid Now button that's located right there below where Jonna and I are sitting. The other is to visit creatinghope2022.ggo.bid. That will allow you to get started and to bid here tonight. Because tonight's event features an exciting online auction. It also features, Jonna, a golden raffle drawing, which provides you with the chance to win your choice of exciting getaways. And we also have endless opportunities to give directly in support of Providence Cancer Institute.
That's right. And if you have any trouble setting up your account to participate in tonight's event, please call our support team. They're standing by, ready to help you in any way. That number is 503-773-2681. That number is listed below our screen as well. So as you gear up to join in tonight's celebration for Providence Cancer Institute, we recommend that you use 2 devices to participate. One for viewing our live stream that you're watching right here and now, the other for bidding and donating in our online platform. It works well to stream on your laptop or your TV while bidding with your phone or tablet. Our online auction and golden ticket raffle closes at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight, so don't delay. Register now to bid and give in support of Providence Cancer Institute. Tonight, we invite you to give generously at any level of giving that inspires your support for Providence Cancer Institute. As our showcase of support for Providence begins, I'm very excited to announce that Jay and Diane Zidell of the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation are kicking things off this evening in hopes of inspiring a wealth of support tonight for Providence Cancer Institute. Throughout the remainder of tonight's show, the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation will match the first $50,000 raised across all levels of giving this evening. So friends, join us. Click on the Make a Gift button located right below, or you can visit creatinghope2022.ggo.bid to showcase your support for Providence Cancer Institute at any level of giving. And double the impact of your support thanks to this tremendously generous $50,000 matching challenge presented by the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation. Joining this chorus of support for Providence Cancer Institute tonight are Tom and Kristen Wessel. Not only is their company, JRJ Architects, one of tonight's sponsors, they're also presenting a gift of $5,000 tonight in support of Providence Cancer Institute, a gift that's turned into $10,000 of support thanks to the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation's $50,000 matching challenge. And this initial showcase of support continues on. Terry and John Van are giving a gift of $500 tonight in support of Providence Cancer Institute. Their gift being matched dollar for dollar thanks to tonight's matching challenge presented by the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation. Bill Swindells is giving a gift of $1,000 tonight, his gift turning into $2,000 of support thanks to tonight's matching challenge. Thank you. Betsy LaMotta, longtime champion of Providence Cancer Institute, is also joining us tonight with a gift of $2,500. Thank you, Betsy, for your steadfast support of Providence. Mary and Jeffrey Campbell are giving a gift of $250 tonight. Thank you so much to the Campbells for joining us this evening. And they're joined by Victoria Taylor, who is giving a gift of $10,000 tonight to Champion for Providence Cancer Institute in their efforts to create hope for more people navigating their journey with a cancer diagnosis. This is clearly a tremendous kickoff to tonight's moment of giving. Again, the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation are matching the first $50,000 that we raised during tonight's event. So join these generous friends in support of Providence Cancer Institute. Join us here and now by clicking the Make a Gift button to showcase your support tonight with a gift of any amount and double the impact of your gift right here and now.
So tonight, the generosity has already begun. This is absolutely exciting. And of course, our program is just getting started. And our program tonight would not be possible without our generous sponsors. So we want to thank presenting sponsor Perlo Construction for their generous support here tonight. Thanks as well to our Challenge Match sponsor, the Childs Foundation, and our platinum sponsors, the Davidson Family Giving Fund, Steve and Cindy Harder, Harder Mechanical, the Park Foundation through Piper Park, and the Jay and Diane Zidell Charitable Foundation. We are absolutely grateful for all of your enduring support. As tonight's celebration continues, we're also going to spend a few minutes hearing about the amazing advancements in cancer research taking place right here in Portland, Oregon, at the Providence Cancer Institute. Please join me right now in welcoming Dr. Walter Erba to the stage. Dr. Erba, welcome to the main stage here this evening.
Thank you, Drew, and thank you to everyone joining from home tonight. I would like to echo John's comments before about how much we wanted to be here in person. We were so close to being able to gather in person, but we tried very hard, but because it had been so long since we have been together. However, your safety and the safety of those who care for our patients is very important to us, so we pivoted to a virtual event, which I hope you'll enjoy tonight. Thank you for tuning in from home for this special evening. Your support, as you heard, is crucial to the research we do at Providence, and I'd like to thank those of you who have already made them gifts tonight. I want to give a special thank you to our Creating Hope Committee, which was led by my former patient, Rebecca Armstrong, for all their work in planning tonight's event. Special thanks as well to our Cancer Leadership Cabinet and our Providence Portland Medical Foundation Board of Directors for their support. In just a minute, I'm going to invite Dr. Eric Tran to join me on the stage to talk a bit about the innovative research he is leading in the Child's Research Institute. But first, I would like to introduce you to his former mentor, Dr. Steven Rosenberg, who was also mentor to our own Dr. Bernard Fox. Dr. Rosenberg is known worldwide as a pioneer leader in the field of cancer immunotherapy, the science of leveraging the body's immune system to eradicate cancer. He has received the highest awards from our international societies for both clinical and basic cancer research. So Dr. Rosenberg is a big deal in our field. And I'd like you to hear what he had to say when he began his lecture that he delivered virtually at Providence just a few weeks ago.
Eric especially has played such a seminal role in the development of many of our modern efforts, as you'll see as I give this talk. Eric came to the surgery branch in 2010. We spent 6 wonderful years working together. Eric is a brilliant scientist, one of the smartest fellows that I've had over these 40 plus years, and a particular pleasure then to be able to present this and present some of his work as well, as you'll see. Almost exactly 20 years earlier, Bernie Fox came to the surgery branch in 1985 and spent 5 years working with us and made important contributions. I almost feel like I'm coming home to Providence because of all the many friends that I have.
High praise from an icon in our field, Eric, must make you feel very good. Dr. Tran joined our team in 2017. He could have gone just about anywhere to conduct his research, and we are incredibly grateful that he chose Providence, just as we are grateful that our colleague, Dr. Fox, made that same choice some 25 or so years ago. Dr. Tran, we are thrilled to have you on the Providence team, and I'm excited to have a moment to talk to you tonight about your research.
It's wonderful to be here and an honor to be featured at this event. Thank you for having me.
So, you think your lab focuses on something called adoptive immunotherapy, which not everyone is familiar with. We heard Drew talk a little bit about it earlier tonight. For those who are watching tonight who are not scientists, what does this mean?
So adoptive cell therapy is one type of immunotherapy that directly harnesses an immune cell in your body called the T cell. And so we all have billions and billions of T cells in our bodies. And the main purpose of T cells is to keep us safe from things like bacteria and viruses. The reason why researchers like myself are interested in T cells is because it turns out that some T cells can specifically target and kill cancer cells. And so in adoptive cell therapy, we try to directly harness these T cells by taking T cells from a patient, taking those T cells in the lab, growing them up to high numbers, typically in the billions and billions, and then reinfusing those T cells back into the patient with the hope and expectation that this army of T cells can now home into the tumor and destroy the cancer.
And as a physician who takes care of patients, I can't tell you how wonderful it is to see it when the right T cell gets in the right patient and makes the tumor go away. It's a great outcome for all involved. Now, it doesn't work as often as we'd like it to. Can you talk a little bit about the work that your lab is doing to try and improve the effectiveness of T cell therapy?
Sure. So broadly speaking, there are 2 different types of adoptive cell therapy. And so in the first approach, which I'll call the first generation adoptive cell therapy approach, which was mentored by Dr. Steve Rosenberg, a tumor's extracted removed from a patient. That tumor is taken to the lab, and then the T cells within the tumors are amplified and expanded, typically to the billions, and then those are reinfused back into the patient. And so the idea behind this approach is quite simple. It's that if you can, some of those T cells in the tumor are there because they're recognizing the tumors and trying to kill the tumor, but for some reason, they're losing the battle, so to speak. And so if we can amplify those tumor-reactive T cells to the billions and reinfuse those back into the patient, then hopefully that can eradicate the tumors. So in the setting of metastatic melanoma, which is the deadliest form of skin cancer, this sort of therapy could be curative in about 20 to 25% of patients. And when it worked, it was quite remarkable. I remember a patient with melanoma the size of a football on the back of his neck. And after infusion of these T cells, that tumor essentially melted away. And so we learned that T cells could be extremely powerful weapons against cancer. The fact that 20 to 25% of patients are cured means that, well, most of the patients are not cured. And in fact, when you try this therapy in other types of cancers, common cancers like colorectal cancer, breast cancer, pancreatic cancers, and others, it's actually not as effective. And so this is where the second generation or the second approach of adoptive cell therapy comes in. This is the approach that my lab is pursuing right now, and it involves gene engineering techniques to enhance cell therapy and overcome some of the limitations of the first generation approach. And so you remember in the first generation approach, we took the T cells that were inside the tumor. And so those T cells have been there probably a long time, probably months to years, fighting the battle and losing. And so they're probably exhausted and older T cells that are just not going to be effective. And so in the second generation approach that we're pursuing, instead of using the T cells in the tumor, what we do is essentially take T cells from the peripheral blood of the patient. And so within the blood of patients, there are T cells that are not as exhausted. They're younger, more fit, and potentially more effective. And so then we use gene engineering to insert a receptor into these blood T cells, which will redirect those T cells now to target the cancer cells. And so in this way that we can overcome the limitation of the first generation approach. And so this gene engineered therapy is what my lab is working on right now, and we're only one of a few labs in the world that are doing this sorts of therapy.
Sounds great, important work for our patients. Also sounds expensive,
Yeah.
and I know the limits to what we can do with grant money and federal support. And so maybe you can tell us what role philanthropy has played in your research.
Yes. So simply put, philanthropy is essential for the research that I do. As I've described and as one might appreciate, what I've told you is a very highly personalized approach. The therapy that we generate is just for that individual patient. It's not something where we can take off the shelf, treat thousands of patients with. It's actually unique to that individual, and it requires specialized facilities. So we need a clean room facility to do this. We need special equipment. We need special materials in order to generate these therapies for patients. On top of that, because these are highly experimental therapies that are not FDA-approved drugs yet, that means that health insurance does not cover any aspect of this treatment. And so with that, essentially, these are expensive experiments that do require a lot of funding, and without philanthropy, I don't think it can happen. And so with that, certainly, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thank you to those that have supported our research. Thank you to those watching, and also thanks to those in the future that will support our research. It's really only with this support that we can develop the medicines of tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. And the funds from tonight will go to support this great work that you've heard. Appreciate your taking the time to talk about your work and share it with our Creating Hope guests.
It's my absolute pleasure. It's my hope that our research will be able to lead to better outcomes for these patients and give them more time with friends and family. And in fact, we actually have a patient with metastatic pancreatic cancer where we were somewhat successful. And this patient's name is Kathy, and here is her story.
The 3 words you never want to hear from a doctor is, "You have cancer." I was told I have pancreatic cancer. My husband was with me. He teared up, and I just froze and started thinking, I have cancer. How do we solve this problem? And I went from there and never looked back. It's constantly been my job and my goal in life to save my life. And as it turned out, I'm ultimately saving others, hopefully, in the end. I had chemo, then I had surgery, more chemo. After that, I had radiation with oral chemo. So that took up the majority of 2018. However, an MRI showed that I had lung nodules. And at that time, one of them was large enough to biopsy, which gave me the confirmation that I had metastatic pancreatic cancer. And once I got that diagnosis, I just started to research everything I could about my particular cancer. And I knew very early on that I did not want to continue doing chemo. My oncologist here locally said my only option was to do chemo. I knew chemo was not the way. Chemo would not save my life. It might prolong it, but I don't think it would have been the quality of life that I really wanted to have. So I started researching immunotherapy. And as I was going through this, I came upon an article that was published in the New England Journal of Medicine. And the lead investigator on that project, the lead doctor, was Dr. Eric Tron. I found him at Providence Cancer Institute in Portland, Oregon. I placed a call to him, left a message, and I was elated when he called me back. He was so kind on the phone, so nice, and really talked me through what he had available. And at the time, I traveled all the way from the Florida coast out to Oregon. I had the initial scans and pre-treatment, and then received my new T cells, my engineered T cells, on June 14th. Prior to leaving, Dr. Leidner performed a CT scan, and we were amazed. Those nodules shrunk 67% in just that short a period of time. This is amazing. It is totally amazing. And it continued to shrink. Every quarter I would have a CT scan. The next one they were down to 73% decrease. I had hope and I had the belief that I was going to live. And the best call I ever made was to Dr. Tron. I know the outcome is going to just continue to be fantastic, and I just hope that people recognize that people want to support cancer research, immunotherapy research, especially what's going on here at Providence. This cancer treatment has allowed me to get my life back. It gave me a purpose. You know, everybody goes through life. What's your purpose? Mine turned out to be surviving cancer and providing hope to other people. And I think that's something that I want to continue doing.
What a remarkable story, Kathy. We know you're watching tonight. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Drew, I'm so inspired to see that Kathy's tumors were reduced by 70%, more than 70% with this innovative treatment by using her own T cells to fight her cancer. It's extraordinary.
So those results are truly awe-inspiring, and that's why we're here tonight, to create more awe-inspiring moments for more patients like Kathy. The donations showcased here tonight advance the work of Dr. Tran to further unlock the secrets of adoptive cell therapy to provide personalized cancer treatments to patients who need them, because bottom line is there are cancer patients whose cancers don't respond to the current standard of care. They need more options. And thanks in part to philanthropic support, generous support like you're showcasing here tonight, those options are being created right here at Providence.
That's right. Tonight we come together in support of the incredible research and treatment taking place at Providence Cancer Institute, where our scientists are leaders worldwide in the field of cancer immunotherapy. And with your help, We will continue the growth of the Robert W. Franz Cancer Center so more people will have the chance to receive the care they need, but we cannot do it without you. As you heard earlier, several friends have already kicked off tonight's showcase of support, giving generously to create hope for more individuals moving through their journey with a cancer diagnosis. And we invite you to join them. Tonight, we're celebrating donations across the giving spectrum. And if at any time tonight you feel inspired to click that donate button in support of Providence Cancer Institute, we would be honored to celebrate your gift throughout the course of tonight's show. As our moment of giving continues, the Lions Fund hopes to inspire donors to present gifts of $500 tonight. In fact, throughout the next few minutes, the Lions Fund will match the next 20 donors who present gifts of $500. That's a matching challenge totaling $10,000 in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. So friends, if a gift of $500 speaks to your heart tonight, click that Make a Gift button to create hope right now. Kicking things off with gifts of $500, Kay and Mike Carlisle. Their gift turning into $1,000 of support thanks to this matching challenge presented by the Lions Fund. And they're joined by Dr. Jim and Joe Robb, who are also giving a gift of $500. Thank you both. Friends, if a gift of $500 inspires your support, click that Make a Gift button right here, right now. Have your gift matched dollar for dollar by the Lions Fund, who for the next few minutes, again, are going to match the first 20 donors who present gifts of $500 in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. We're celebrating gifts of all sizes tonight. So click that Make a Gift button and empower Providence Cancer Institute in their efforts to advance innovative immunotherapy research. Joining in support of Providence tonight is Ann Reed Taylor with a gift of $250. Thank you, Ann. And friends, we have an anonymous donor joining us with a gift of $10,000 tonight in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. Thank you for this generous gift. Chief Philanthropy Officer for Providence Foundations of Oregon, Kelly Beekler, and his wife Roxy are joining us tonight in this chorus of support with a gift of $2,500. Thank you both for this generous gift and for being such outstanding champions of Providence. Brian and Joni Allen are joining us tonight with a gift of $2,500 as well. Thank you so much, Brian and Joni, for this generous gift tonight. It's great to see you supporting Providence tonight. Thank you. If you too would like to join in support of Providence Cancer Institute and champion for their continuous efforts to lead us towards a cancer-free tomorrow, click that Make a Gift button right here and now to showcase your support at any level of giving. And it's so exciting to see that that support continues to grow here tonight. We've got Dan and Paula Kenny joining us tonight with a gift of $5,000. Thank you. James Harker joins us tonight with a gift of $100. Thank you so much, James. John and Tammy Merrick are giving a gift of $15,000 in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. Thank you, John and Tammy Merrick, for this tremendously generous showcase of support tonight. We've got a gift of $25,000 presented by Patty and Galen Looney. Thank you, thank you, thank you, one and all. This is an incredible kickoff to tonight's moment of giving. And those opportunities to continue to give and direct support of Providence continue on. As Drew and I mentioned at the top of tonight's show, there are many opportunities available tonight to bid and give in support of Providence Cancer Institute. But in order to participate in these exciting opportunities, you'll need to make sure you're registered. If you've not yet done that, click on the Bid Now button located below, or you can visit creatinghope2022.ggo.bid to get started. Once you've registered to participate, you can peruse our incredible auction packages, purchase a golden raffle ticket for the chance to win an exciting getaway, and give directly in support of Providence Cancer Institute.
That donation list you just read, Jonna, was long and it was awesome.
It was incredibly generous. There's so many friends joining us tonight. It's a beautiful sight to see.
I was sitting back here thinking, I want her to keep reading. I want her to keep going, keep rattling off those names. So cool to see here tonight. I know there's an incredible collection of auction packages to explore this year, but before we get to that, I know there's also some live donations happening right now that we may want to check in on right this moment. So let me just shout out $25,000 coming in tonight from Patty and Galen Looney. So awesome to see that effort here tonight. We also have a $10,000 in honor of Dr. Walter Erba. How about that from, I believe it's Mal and Janine Makinich?
Makinich. Oh, the Makinich family.
Yep.
Thank you so
Your eyes
much
are better
for your
than mine.
support tonight. We've got a $2,500 gift coming in from Dr. Carlo Bifulco and Dr. Maritza Martel. Thank you for your support tonight. Connie Dalla Casparina is joining us with a gift of $100. Catherine and Brad Durham join us tonight with a gift of $1,000 tonight. And they're joined by Mike and Christy Richards with a gift of $1,000 as well. Melody Boyer is joining this chorus of support tonight with a gift of $100. Thank you, Melody. Paul Labby and Jamie Pike of Carla Properties are joining us tonight with a gift of $5,000. Joanne Warner joins us with a gift of $1,000. Mike Nugent and Sharon Iloriaga Nugent are joining us tonight with a gift of $5,000. Thank you both for this tremendous support. John Moore is joining us with a gift of $1,000. And those gifts keep coming in, friends. This is a beautiful sight to behold. Chelsea Sokolow, Chief Philanthropy Officer for Providence Portland Medical Foundation, and her husband Brian are giving a gift of $5,000. Thank you both so much. Lynn DeBrunick is giving a gift of $2,500 tonight to Champion for Providence Cancer Institute. These gifts are the philanthropic fuel that allow for this critical leading edge research to take place here at Providence Cancer Institute. This is so exciting.
This is a live list that we're shouting out here right now. The list is coming in just to the right of Jana and I. And again, I'm glad you're here tonight because that list is kind of tiny from where we're sitting, but it's long and it's growing. And we thank you so much for your support here tonight, all in support of Providence Cancer Institute. Now I want to get back to something we mentioned just a moment ago, those tremendous live auction packages. We have some fantastic gifts that you can jump in on and try to win tonight. While people are diving into those offerings, it's probably important to tell you a little bit about some of those featured packages.
Good
so we're going to
idea.
start here with the week at Cabo Azul Resort in Mexico. A week in Mexico, my friends. We're talking about an ocean view villa in San Jose del Cabo for spring break. I'm thinking to myself, on this chilly and wet May evening, what could be better than that?
I can't imagine anything being much finer than that. I know. It's 8 days, 7 nights of white sandy beaches. You could golf all day if you choose, or you could simply spend your time relaxing by the pool. This package is a very special one. It's donated generously by Sean Grogan and Laura Thompson in honor of Dan Grogan, Sean's brother, who is fighting a rare cancer as we speak. We know that Sean, Laura, and Dan and his wife Jennifer are all watching from home tonight. Thank you, Sean and Laura. And Dan, we are sending you all of our hope that together we can finish cancer.
Yeah, that is definitely a sentiment that we all share here tonight. I don't think you can find a better reason to bid high and to bid often than to support Providence Cancer Institute and their tireless efforts to create more hope for more individuals moving through their journey with a cancer diagnosis. Our next featured package here tonight is a getaway to Nepali Kai Beach Resort in Hawaii. Did I just mispronounce that one as well? How about Nepali Kai Beach Resort in Hawaii, Jana? Fantastic opportunity right here. I know you have all the information right there in front of us.
This is a great Hawaiian getaway. It's going to be the perfect opportunity for you to reconnect with someone special. It's a 1-bedroom villa, perfect for 2 people. It has access to 4 pools that are located on property. The package includes dinner at the on-property fine dining restaurant, the Sea House, as well as, this is my favorite part, round-trip airfare on Alaska Airlines to get you there, so you don't have to worry about how you're going to be coming and going from Portland. You've got round-trip airfare to get you to this beautiful tropical destination.
Yes, Alaska will get you to and from that destination, but that is not all we have tonight. Our online auction has a lot more, as a matter of fact. Back for a second year in this online auction, the Domain Serene Bunkhouse and the Wine Experience, because last year we know there were a lot of people who were bidding on this package.
There were so many people bidding on it, and there was only one opportunity to secure that winning bid. And certainly, we're encouraging you all to bid high and often on this package tonight. This package features a 2-night stay for 10 people at the beautiful Domain Serene Winery, perfect for that weekend getaway with friends that COVID has been thwarting these past 2 years. Plus, it comes with a signature tasting experience so that you can sip and savor all that Domain has to offer.
Speaking of wine tasting, we also have the Instant Wine Cellar package featured here tonight. It's in our online auction as well. This one would really replenish your collection if that collection is getting low.
Drew, this curated package of wine has whites to savor for the summer, plenty of reds to enjoy well into the fall, and it includes Oregon and California wines as well as a few choice international selections.
There is clearly a lot to bid on tonight. Also included in tonight's online auction, not 1, but 2 great opportunities for any fan of the Portland Trailblazers out there.
There sure are. Thanks to Hoffman Construction and Metro West Ambulance, we have not 1, but 2 opportunities for you to enjoy a Blazer game with suite level tickets to a 2022-2023 season game. The suite level access includes, of course, food, beverages, parking, and ensures that our winning bidders can root for our favorite hometown team in comfort and style.
Blazers just landed the 7th pick
That's
in
right.
next month's NBA draft, so go Blazers. Finally, we want want to talk a little bit about the Golden Ticket Raffle. Jonna, can you explain to our audience how this works?
I certainly can. The winner of our Golden Ticket Raffle is going to have the opportunity to choose one of 4 exciting travel packages. There's a golfing outing in Texas, a beachfront resort in Costa Rica. I was just in Costa Rica in March, and that is a fantastic place to spend some time. So if that appeals to you, that package could be yours. You've also got the chance to choose a 4-star stay in Napa Valley or a private apartment in Tuscany. If you're the winner of our Golden Ticket Raffle, you get to choose which of these getaways sounds most appealing to you, but you need to purchase a Golden Raffle ticket in order to try your luck at winning one of these incredibly coveted getaways. So head online now to purchase your raffle tickets if you've not yet done so, and explore this year's selection of prize destinations. Again, you can find all of these opportunities to bid and give and buy raffle tickets in support of Providence Cancer Institute at creatinghope2022.ggo.bid. Golden raffle tickets are only $100 each, and Drew, we're only selling 250 tickets tonight. Our winning ticket will be drawn on Friday, May 20th at noon. Tickets are only available, though, tonight up until 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so purchase your tickets while they last. They're certainly going to sell out.
Yeah, the drawing this Friday, but tonight is the night to act. Our online auction and our Golden Ticket Raffle both close at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. So again, do not delay, don't wait. Get that done right now. Also, if you prefer to bid or give over the phone tonight, we have a number to do that. 503-773-2681 is that number. Our team is literally standing by right now. They're ready to assist you on the phone. And our evening continues here. It's also our honor to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. We're talking about Diane Nathaniel. Diane was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer back in 2014. And since that time, Diane has served as an advocate, as a speaker, as a volunteer with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network. She has addressed members of Congress about the importance of providing affordable, high quality, and equitable health care for cancer screenings. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please welcome Diane Nathaniel.
Good morning, afternoon, Portland. Bringing you greetings from Brooklyn, New York. Forgive me the time. Change is killing me. It is my pleasure to be here this evening to share in this momentous occasion with you in your Creating Hope Gala. Tonight's conversation is about the importance of research and how it saves lives. So if you would join me and look at this photo and tell me what you see. If we were in person, we would be interactive, and I would be able to hear exactly what you were saying. I would ask you to call it out. But because we're virtual tonight in our space, I want you to do it at home with the loved ones that you're sharing this gala with. Tell me some adjectives and describe what you see. Usually when I do this, people say things like, you look confident, you look happy, you look healthy, you look strong, you look vibrant, you're well dressed. But I want you to know that in this photo, I had cancer and didn't know it. This photo was taken August 2013, and in March of 2014, I was diagnosed with colon cancer. Tonight, we'll discuss how research is saving lives. I'm going to share my story with you in a non-traditional way, so forgive me as I pull out my poem. And I'm going to share this in a poem format. No, you didn't, cancer, come for me. I'm not even old enough to have my first colonoscopy. Last I checked, the screening age was 50. Right now, I'm 44. And here you come knocking at my door. Today is my son's 12th birthday. We are going to celebrate. But now I have to convey the news to my family that my life is at stake. This was supposed to be a simple shoulder surgery. How is it I ended up with cancer on my first colonoscopy? Now I step into the unknown. Unsure of my staging, I feel so alone. 2 weeks from my diagnosis, 3/7/14, I was scheduled for surgery. knowing that they would be removing parts of me. Grateful for research, they could do it laparoscopically. But my staging revealed I was in stage 3. Now the hard part begins. Because if I don't do chemo, cancer wins. So for 8 months, 12 rounds, 48 hours, every 2 weeks, chemo was my friend. No doubt in my mind that research saved me. Today I stand here 8 years Ned, no evidence of disease. I beat stage 3. This is my happy dance. My happy dance. I am research. You are research. We are all here benefactors of research. Because of research, I was able to have a colonoscopy which detected the malignant tumor in my colon. Because of research, I was able to have that laparoscopic surgery without a colostomy bag. Because of research, I was able to receive my medication through the port in my chest. Years ago, we could not do that. The port was hooked up to a major vein in my neck, which is where they accessed blood and where they administered chemo. So the research that's being done today is definitely evident of the advancements in helping patients have a quality of life while they're undergoing chemo treatment. Because of research, I was also able to have a portable bag and be mobile, which held my machine and administered my medication. So I have a little story about the bag. This bag carried the machine that would administer my medication, but it was ugly. It came in a fanny pack. And I was like, I'm not wearing that. That is a photo of me on the first day of chemo treatment, and I told the doctor, listen, you gotta give me something nicer than this if I'm doing chemotherapy. He laughed and said, Diane, this is what it is. So I went home and I took to Facebook and I said, hey guys, this is what's going to be giving me chemo. This is the machine, but this fanny pack has got to go. So a good friend of mine donated a Coach bag. And that is how I would travel around with the Coach bag and my machine, just so that I could feel good and hide the actual treatment I was doing. And then comes the fact that I needed to give this thing a name. If I'm going to be walking around doing chemo, well, I need to have a name for it. So I took to Facebook again and I said, I need a name for this machine that's giving me life. So people gave me crazy names, and then finally we settled on Live. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the show Scandal that used to come on, Shonda Rhimes. I was like an avid watcher. I was a gladiator in a skirt. And Liv's name came from Fitz, who was the president at the time, for those of you who watched the show, and her name was Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope was like the fixer of all messes. And her nickname was Liv. So I settled on Liv because I'm thinking this machine is canceling cancer out. It's cleaning up that cancer mess, but it's also keeping me alive. So that's the story about Liv. And the last thing research was able to do for me was allow me to meet some milestones with my children, to live and see them graduate. Immediately, I thought when I was diagnosed, I would never live to see my children reach those milestones that you see on stage. When you get a cancer diagnosis, you immediately think death. You don't think life. And today, while I was walking through Providence Cancer Institute, I thought, wow, I wish I had a space like this to heal. The opportunity to meet Dr. Erba, Dr. Goff, Dr. Fox, and Dr. Bell really, really blessed me. Those of you who are watching, continue to support. If you're watching, it means you care. It means you know that the work they're doing is making a difference. No donation is too small. I was especially impressed with their translational research, and that their slogan is from bench to bed. meaning that they are using the very cells from the patients who are there to create their treatment. And they are actually treating them like there's not this other superstar doctor that's gonna swoop in and do the treatment. They are hands-on. They are providing stellar service. The place is beautiful. All the machines that they have to make this a really, really working state-of-the-arts program, I was impressed. And I want Providence to know that New York is impressed with you. When I said I was coming here to be a keynote, they gagged. They were like, Providence Cancer Institute, you're going to Oregon? And I'm like, yes, you know of them? And they said they watch you. They look to you for the next cutting edge research. They look to you for new breakthroughs and advancements in treatment. So just know the world is watching. We are inspired by you. I think after my visit today, I absolutely know more about research. I understand why you do what you do. The doctors were passionate. Everyone who worked there was amazing and nice and seemed happy to be there. And although I didn't get a chance to go to visit any patient sites yet, I am knowing that they are feeling safe, they are feeling helped, they are feeling healed. You are creating hope. And so for that, I salute you. Tonight, I would like to, on behalf of my organizations, Beat Stage 3 and the Village Lighthouse, and cancer patients everywhere, just say thank you to those of you watching. Don't feel that your contribution or that your presence is not appreciated. We are stronger together, and it's going to take a village to continue this research that these doctors are doing. I would like to donate $2,500 to all of the advancements and research that you're doing. I'm going to take my message, your message, back to Brooklyn, New York, and make sure that everybody knows the work that you're doing down here. I told Dr. Bell and Dr. Fox, call on me for whatever you need. I will fly back to Oregon for sure. Brooklyn is better because of you. And the work that you're doing is saving our future generations to come. I want to just say thank you for inviting me and continue fighting and creating hope. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Diane, for sharing your story with us tonight. You know, friends, it's stories like Diane's and Kathy's that help to propel philanthropic support that funds research that leads to more breakthroughs. Today's cancer treatments are better than those of yesterday. Yes, it's true. But they are still not good enough. We need tomorrow's treatments that will get us even closer to finishing cancer. Because together, we can finish cancer. And our donations tonight are that philanthropic fuel that allows for this critical, essential, life-saving work to take place. As Diane just mentioned, if you're watching tonight, you're watching because you care. So friends, join this caring community here and now by presenting a donation at any level of giving that speaks to your heart and champion for the work of Providence Cancer Institute. We just heard from Diane Nathaniel. As she mentioned, she's joining this chorus of support tonight for Providence Cancer Institute with a gift of $2,500 this evening. Thank you again, Diane. Jessica Brown is joining us tonight with a gift of $100. Thank you, Jessica, for supporting Providence Cancer Institute. Hillary Bounds is presenting a gift of $2,500 tonight in honor of Flo Atkinson. And this gift is being matched 2-to-1 by their friends at the Gates Foundation, which turns this $2,500 gift into $7,500 of support for Providence Cancer Institute. Dawn Johnston joins us tonight with a gift of $2,500 as well, a gift presented in memory of her mother, Denise Cole. Thank you, Dawn, for this generous and meaningful gift. Again, those donations continue to roll in tonight, and it is such a beautiful sight to see. We've got a gift of $10,000 that's been presented by Kevin and Lisa Olson. Thank you both so very much. Nancy Lamada is joining us tonight with a gift of $25,000. Nancy, thank you so much for your continuous and steadfast support of Providence. James Davis joins us tonight with a gift of $500. Thank you, James. Dr. Pippa Newell is joining us with a gift of $100 tonight. Thank you, Dr. Newell. Patrick Dillard Grange and Eric Timmons are joining us tonight with a gift of $100. Thank you both so very much. Frederick and Marcia Mensch are joining us with a gift of $500 tonight. Thank you both. Mary Lenz is joining us tonight with a gift of $50. Mary, thank you for being such an incredible champion of Providence tonight. This is a beautiful sight to see all of these gifts rolling in this evening. Lewis and Sherry Beatty are joining us tonight with a gift of $20,000, friends, in support of Providence Cancer Institute. Thank you to the Beattys. We have Sherry and Dwayne Scales presenting a gift of $1,000 in honor of Lisa Yeo and Lori Yohn. Thank you both for this gift tonight. Richard Erba is giving a gift of $150 in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. Thank you, Richard. Tracy Hilton joins us with a gift of $100. Greg Roderick is joining us with a gift of $2,500. This is incredible. These donations continue to flood into our donation page tonight. Susan Bladholm, hello Susan, joining us tonight with a gift of $250. Krista Farnham is joining us. Hello Krista, thank you for your support. Your gift of $1,000 tonight. Again, that philanthropic fuel that allows for this critical leading edge research and treatment options to develop at Providence Cancer Institute. Betsy Henning is giving a gift tonight. Betsy, thank you so much for your gift of $1,500. Hello to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Glenn Davis is joining us with a gift of $250 tonight. Samantha Milroy joins us with a gift of $250. Jen and Julianne Park are joining us. Hello to you. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your gift of $1,000, Jen and Julianne. Eric and Laura Merrill are joining us with a gift of $2,500 this evening in support of Providence Cancer Institute. And Jean Marks is giving a gift of $500. And friends, those gifts continue to flood in tonight. Kristen Butler joins us tonight with a gift of $100. Thank you, Kristen. Sasha Stanton is joining this chorus of support for Providence Cancer Institute with a gift of $250. Thank you, Sasha. And friends, we have an anonymous donor joining us from home tonight, making a special gift in support of Providence Cancer Institute. This is incredibly exciting. Tonight, this anonymous donor is presenting a gift of $100,000 in celebrated support of Providence and their efforts to create better treatment options for patients with cancer, to create more hope for more tomorrows. Our thanks to this anonymous donor for this tremendously generous gift. Dr. Brian Pining is joining us with a gift of $250. Thank you so much, Dr. Pining. Suzanne Fisher is joining us with a gift of $250. Dr. Rachel Sanborn joins us with a gift of $2,500 in celebrated support of Providence Cancer Institute. Kay and Mike Carlisle are making a second gift tonight of $1,000 to champion for this incredible evening. Thank you. Linda and Wayne Case are giving a gift of $5,000. Thank you to the Case family. Kay and Mike Carlisle again making that additional gift. Carol Cooperman is giving a gift of $100 tonight. Carol Cooperman, thank you for your support tonight. Blake Howells joins this chorus of support with a gift of $500. Bob and Karen Sokolow are giving a gift of $1,000 tonight. Thank you. Victoria and John Trabosh are giving a gift of $1,000. Jeff and Susie Menges are giving a gift tonight of $2,500. These gifts are coming in. They're flooding into our donation page. It is so exciting to see so much tremendous support being showcased. Dr. Stacy Lewis giving a gift of $1,250. Thank you, Dr. Lewis. Jeff Schnabel giving a gift of $500 tonight. Dr. Richard Vigran giving a gift of $500. And Dr. Vigran's joined by Nancy Becker with a gift of $500. Ellen Susan Glystrom with a gift of $1,000 tonight. This is the support that brings us to that cancer-free tomorrow. This is that philanthropic fuel that allows for this leading edge work to take place at Providence. Brendan Curdy is giving a gift of $500. Dan Floyd is joining with a gift of $500. Nancy Fishman with a gift of $1,000. Jeremy and Tracy Kelly joining this chorus of support with a gift of $500. Katie Kohoff giving a gift of $500 tonight. Mark and Jan Williams with a gift of $2,500. Lynn Penner Ash with a gift of $250. Christine Thiessen with a gift of $250. Continue to click that donate button tonight. Join these generous friends in their support of Providence Cancer Institute. Tammy Fuller with a gift tonight. Thank you. Michael Mandich with a gift of $1,000 tonight. Solveig Niger with a gift of $1,000. Thank you, Solveig. Ann Hornibrook is giving a gift of $5,000. Outstanding. Krista Nelson is joining us with a gift of $250. Lisa Helderop is giving a gift of $250. Mark and Valerie Beckius with a gift of $2,000. every single gift propelling this work forward to bring more hope to more patients navigating their journey with a cancer diagnosis. Richard Edward Verberg Jr. giving a gift of $1,000 tonight. I'm going to give a gift of $1,000 tonight. Friends, join this incredibly generous community here tonight to champion for Providence Cancer Institute. William Redmond joins us with a gift of $500 tonight. Cheryl Langerman and Warren Rosenfeld, hello to you both with a gift of $1,000. Thank you for supporting this work tonight. Dr. Bell giving a gift of $5,000 tonight to champion for Providence Cancer Institute. Dr. Terry Medler with a gift of $250. Friends, this support continues. This has clearly been an inspiring and exciting and tremendous evening of support for Providence Cancer Research. If you would like to join these generous friends of Providence, there's still time. Click that button on our auction platform that reads Make a Gift. Join these friends that have already started that momentum of giving tonight, that surge of generous support. If you have any questions, if you need any help, or you'd prefer to give over the telephone, again, you can call or text us. That number is 503-773-2681. Our team is standing by and would, of course, love to help you in any way.
So as you were announcing all those donations, I was adding them up in my head. And then I had to stop. I couldn't keep up.
How could you
keep up? That was tremendous, ladies and gentlemen. So great to see, so great to hear tonight, as we tremendously appreciate your support, your tremendous support for Providence Cancer Institute. Before our special finale here tonight, we do have a special finale for you this evening. We do want to give another special thanks to our gold sponsors who really helped make tonight possible. We're showing them on the screen right now. Thank you very much to Becker Capital Management for one, Lynn Lowacker for two, Metro West Ambulance for another, and the Oregonian, all of them for their generous support here this evening. We also want to thank our delivery sponsor, Driveway, for their effort here this evening.
Our auction and raffle ticket sales will be open until 10 p.m. tonight again, so keep those bids going as we continue our celebration. Everyone who has supported Creating Hope tonight is doing just that. You're creating more hope for patients who need new and better options to treat their cancers. We all have a connection to cancer. Perhaps you have a family member or a friend who has navigated a cancer diagnosis, or maybe you yourself have been on a journey with cancer. I can say from experience that hope is the key element in each and every cancer journey, whether it's yours or the journey of a loved one.
That's right. Before we conclude here tonight, we do want to meet someone whose cancer journey has brought her to Providence and to Dr. Eric Tran. Friends, it is my pleasure to introduce to you right now, Moi Wong.
It's all about perspective, and it's just been really, besides the dying part, it's been really positive.
In the trials we're running now, one key entry criteria is that you do not have a curable cancer.
Being the overachiever that I am, I gotta have all the cancers. Why just stop at one? Go big. I feel like my other doctors have kind of given up on me. And so I was really at a low point and feeling like I needed to find other alternatives. So finding this clinical trial it gives me so much hope.
So I'm standing here in front of the window to the Human Applications Lab, which is our clean room facility. And this is where we'll be processing the peripheral blood cells that we've isolated from our patient.
I am so excited for this. I'm very nervous, of course. We want everything to go perfectly, but there's hope. There's real hope that we could succeed and that we can give her more time.
I just want to stay alive a little bit longer for my kids, and watch them grow up and keep them safe and help them find their way. The only thing I control is how I'm feeling about this and how my attitude is. And I know I need to be more positive and not be so frightened and just try to think of, that miracles can happen and this could totally work.
So we want to talk directly to Moy right now because,
Right.
Moy, we know that you're watching tonight, and we are all rooting for you. John and I can clap for you
That's
here
right.
on stage, but everyone at home, right now, let's put some encouragement in the chat for Moy as she approaches her infusion. That date is coming up later this month on May 31st.
That's right. Tonight has been all about hope, all about optimism, possibility, and hope for a future without cancer. And friends, tonight you all created hope. Together we created hope tonight. And we can continue to create that hope by bidding and giving and generous support of Providence Cancer Institute tonight. Again, our auction and raffle will remain open until 10 p.m. tonight, Pacific Standard Time. So there's still time to dive into those packages, explore those offerings, place your bids, purchase your raffle tickets. So continue to join us online and help create more hope for patients like Moy and so many others in need of care.
How about making it the last thing you do tonight? If you're going to bed at 10 o'clock, at 10:01, stay up that extra minute and make one more donation to Providence Cancer Institute. We are going to close out tonight's Creating Hope event. We are live tonight here at the Portland Art Museum, and we thank everyone, each and every one of you, for all the tremendous generosity that you've shown Providence Cancer Institute here this evening. We do want to extend a special thanks to everyone who made tonight possible, especially in the shift to this virtual event, because we were not planning to do this way even 2 weeks ago. So thank you as well to all of our sponsors, to our amazing committee, led, by the way, by Chair Rebecca Armstrong. Birthday tonight. This is Rebecca's birthday, so happy birthday, Rebecca. Thank you very much for your leadership.
Happy birthday, Rebecca. And thank you as well to the Providence staff, especially the special events team who worked so hard to bring tonight's program to you. We are grateful for all that you do. And with that spirit of gratitude in mind, we're celebrating.
Yeah, we are.
Take good care of yourselves and each other. And please welcome back to the stage for our closeout performance, the one, the only, Julianne Johnson.
So take your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Come on and celebrate. Have a good time, yeah. Celebration. Come on and celebrate. Have a good time. It's time we come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Yahoo! Let's celebrate. Come on, celebrate, y'all. Come on, let's celebrate. There is a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So take your good time and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate our party with you. Celebration. Come on and celebrate. Have a good time, yeah. Celebration. Come on and celebrate. Have a good time. It's time that we come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Come on, you guys say Yahoo! Yahoo! That's it. Come on, celebrate right now. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.